Hello, everyone. We want to take this opportunity to say thank you. As you grow at the Golden Boot, so do our needs, but we cannot do it without you. We ask that you continue to like our posts, share our content, and subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, and other social media platforms. You may also visit thegoldenboot.com for the latest merch. If you would like to make a financial donation, you can do so through Cash App at @GoldenBoot or through PayPal at paypal.me/GoldenBoot. We look forward to bringing you more laughs, knowledge, and entertainment. And again, thank you for your endless support. Sincerely and respectfully, the Golden Boot team.
The views and opinions expressed in the Golden Boot podcast are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Golden Boot podcast as a whole.
Y'all ready to get rolling? Quiet on the set. Welcome back to another edition of the Golden Boot. It's your boy Pooh Bear. Got my man Aunt Petty Murphy in the building, Daniel D. Williams in the building, and we got a special guest that'll be coming up soon, Mr. Tank. Jacoby and Tank Guillory. But first, gentlemen, how we doing this evening?
Good, bro. How y'all doing?
Man, I feel great.
Yeah, doing well, man. Doing well. You know, sitting at the top, nightmares at the bottom. At least in the SEC West side. So
I'm about to say what?
I thought you were just listening to like 10-year-old Lil Wayne song.
Yeah, I thought he was listening to Dreaming Nightmares or something.
That's a Wayne track. Nightmares at the bottom.
Oh, okay. I thought he was listening to me. I was confused on that one. Well,
you confused, though. That's a new one.
That went over your head, and that's got to be hard to do. Pause.
Yeah.
It fell flat.
Anyway, yeah, but we got Thursday night football on. Bucks, Ravens, Alabama DBs dropping passes, foreshadow
as always.
But yeah,
LSU running backs scoring touchdowns
as always.
Foreshadow. All right, we got Tank. You ready?
Man, let's go, man. Come on, man. Let's get live.
I'm waiting on him, man. He ain't up.
Put your shirt on, Tank. Come on, man. Let's go.
But before we get going, fellas, quick question for you. How y'all spending y'all bye week?
Are we being honest? Or are we like making up stuff?
I'm like honestly, I'm thinking about either driving east or west on I-20. I just don't know which way I'm gonna go yet.
So if you drive east, where you going?
Jackson State.
If you drive west, where you going?
Grambling.
Okay, I think you just answered where you should go.
Yeah, but tickets a lot harder to get Jackson State than they are at Grambling.
That's true. That's true. And you kind of wait until the last minute to get your tickets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we ain't talking about this last night, but you know, they had a little fiasco with those tickets anyway over there at Jackson State. They switched their ticket vendor or merchandiser or whatever, so they're not taking. I don't know, but they only taking tickets bought from the actual ticket office or from Ticketmaster. No StubHub, SeatGeek, anybody like that will be taken. So that's why it's hard to find it. Yeah, so that's probably why I'm gonna just end up going to Grambling.
Yeah, and then it's Grambling homecoming weekend also, right? That's what
No, that's
Roger said.
nah.
Next
That's
week.
next weekend.
That's next weekend. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because they play UAPB, and I want to go so bad, but I'm not missing that LSU Bama game.
Oh no. We in there like swimwear.
Yeah. So we got Xavier Canefield said, I am first today, baby. Then Roger, what's good? Miss Shannon's back. She said she's at the women's basketball exhibition. Girls are looking good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk about that tonight, hopefully.
Roger said Graham's homecoming is gonna be lit.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Hey, Miss Aaliyah.
What's up, niece?
What up, baby?
Zay say you gotta sell your soul. That's the only way you getting them tickets.
I don't want them that bad.
Hey, would you sell your soul for LSU Alabama tickets?
I already got them. I already got them. So
it depends on who I gotta sell my soul to.
Nah, it don't matter what. Nah.
No, I'm good.
It don't matter. Like it's been plenty of times where I had to watch that game from the crib, so I'll be fine doing it.
I'll be honest with you. This is my first time ever going to LSU Alabama game.
Likewise, brother.
Yeah, so I'm pretty pumped up about it.
All right, thank you for here. We don't have a visual of you.
Florida is still to me, but I ain't been to a Bama game, so I ain't got nothing to compare it to. But
right.
That Florida, it seems like every year though, Florida, the atmosphere just.
No way, bro. That 2019 game, I ain't gonna never forget. I was telling somebody about that game today.
Okay. Yes, that's the best game. That's the best game I've been to, probably. Thanks. This dude right here, I'm not finna put that comment up, but Pooh, look at that dude, bro.
She said I'm not about to sell myself for no game.
Yeah, that's true. Now, did you re-enlist? That's the question, because you definitely sold if you re-enlist. Big pressure in the building. What's good,
pressure? Private plane pressure.
Yes, sir.
Leah said, y'all tripping. I'm not about to sell my soul for no game.
That's right, baby. That's right. Baby.
Yeah, I understand. You're absolutely right.
You can sell your soul to Jesus.
But then you don't have to sell it.
But don't he already got it?
Yeah.
You just give it away. I mean, you just give that away. It's not for sale. I mean,
no, it's not for sale. But okay, we can move on.
All right, then you ain't go to Sunday school class.
I did. I'm sorry, Mama.
All right, Tyler Townsend in here. What's good, Tyler?
Man.
All right. So we talked about it on Blake's show. We did get a big commitment.
Christian Braithwaite
out of Texas. Not the same school as Harold Perkins, but the same school district. Big pickup.
What's the weight of this kid? What's the weight of this kid?
Beat out Dave Aranda.
Give me 1 second. I got you.
Okay.
Because I was supposed to look that up, but I forgot. But yeah, Tank back there?
No.
He's 6'1", 225.
Ooh, that's a good size.
I think he is, but I can't see him. Oh, he got okay. Look like he finna log back in.
Okay, that's a good size. 6'1", 225. So he should possibly get 6'2", about 240.
Yeah, it's 235 somewhere around. Yeah,
that's good. That sounds like a middle linebacker to me.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I was talking about on Blake's show. A lot of people are gonna look at the stars and say, "Oh, he's only a 3-star," or whatever the case may be. But we're talking about a linebacker that Dave Aranda wanted. I trust Dave Aranda when it comes to critiquing linebacker play and scouting linebackers.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas. Special guests in the building. Let's go ahead and get to them. Coming back to the Golden Boot, our man Jacoby and Tank Guillory. Welcome back to the Golden Boot, Tank. What's good with you?
Hey, 318 finest.
Yes, sir.
Now you want to represent the 318?
Hey, from the real 318.
Yeah,
there's only one 318, brother.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tank, let me ask you this, Tank. How does it feel being on the show, being the only one who can really represent Central Louisiana at his best?
Man, this guy right here. Boy, you petty, boy.
You see him?
You petty, boy.
You see him?
But nah, Tank, it's good to have you back on. I said every time, watch the game, I'm looking for, I usually don't, on the defense, I'm just like, hey, do they get a stop? I really don't care who out there. Used to be like that. I was an offensive guy. Now I get out there and I look, I'm like, all right, it's 90 on the field, it's 40 on the field. What 5 at? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? 92, what 92 at with them bad movie picks. I thought about him today because I saw the Black Panther premiere they had last night, the world premiere.
Wait, you actually seen it already?
I know I ain't seen. I said the world premiere. The people, you know what I'm saying, the celebrities.
I don't think you've seen it.
No.
It
comes
boy,
out.
You must got pressure money if you doing that.
Listen, if I had seen it, I would have come on here. I would have been in a dashiki.
A dashiki.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how I'm going. I'm going, but hey, I'm getting dressed up for real. I'm gonna have an accent and everything. I'm gonna be a real Nigerian that day.
Yeah, but
so you're gonna be Sergio from Africa?
Be Sergio from Wakanda?
No, Sirigo.
Yeah, Sirigo.
The only person I know is Sergio wrong. But all right, so Tank, let me ask you this. So and I know y'all may not keep up with all the stuff that goes on as far as media and stuff. Y'all had 2 losses. Who some people say were bad, quote unquote, bad losses, or however you want to look at it, but y'all are in the driver's seat to win the SEC West and still go to Atlanta. Pretty much all season goals are still intact. Did you necessarily feel like y'all will still be in this position?
I feel like once after the Florida game, like, you know what I'm saying, after we watched the film and like put everything together, I felt like we was on bounce back, you know what I'm saying? Like even after the Tennessee game, I still felt like we was on bounce back. You know, I feel like every week, like we getting a little better, you know what I'm saying? Always getting better at something. Like something that they were critiquing us on the week before, we get better at that, and then they got something new every week, you know what I'm saying? So I think every week we getting better.
Right. Yeah. Tank, you're the defensive coordinators and the offensive coordinator, we've noticed as fans how well of a job they do with making adjustments. What is it like as a player? You know what I'm saying? Whenever they tell them, how is it whenever you're coming off to the sideline? Like, what's going on right there?
Bro, we going for halftime. Coach House said they doing this. We gonna change it to this, and everybody just like, all right, let's do it. We don't gotta rep it. We feel the intensity of the game. We don't gotta rep it. We just go out there and we go do it.
Right. That's awesome. Because I mean, last week it was a 42-3 run or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Weekend before that, I don't think Florida scored in the second half at all, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did.
They did. Yeah.
The quarterback.
They had the two.
They had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. But as far as like adjustments, man, you guys are executing. That's great. That's great to see.
Yeah.
Like Kai said, I don't know. Kai cuss on her?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, like Kai said, he be knocking that shit up. You be like, he just saw like really like Coach. I was like everything he say like is you write it down because like it's so valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like from when we start meetings on Mondays to like the meeting right before the game, like everything is just so valuable what he's saying because you really know what he's talking about. Like for real.
Right.
Yeah. So every time he come out there and we make adjustments, it's you know what I'm saying. We go out there and we execute.
Right. Now, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So I know sometimes whenever it comes to switching defensive coordinators or switching coaches in general, there's one coach might say, hey, this is the A gap. One coach might call it something else. Our terms may be different. How long did it take you guys to adjust to Coach House's from your previous defensive coordinator or your defensive line coach? How long did that adjustment take?
The thing about that is like we got him. I think like was it January, I believe. Yeah. So like as soon as he came, like after the Kansas State game, like you know what I'm saying, we installed him. You know what I'm saying? Like so when we get the spring, all right, we can mess up a little bit, but by the time we're in fall camp, ain't no more mess ups. You know what I'm saying? Like so like he don't play around like with ME, like he really don't play around with ME. So like I think for us. I think we were such an older group that we ain't have to, you know what I'm saying? It was technically like a different term, but we knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, and the younger guys coming in, they getting just these new terms, and you know what I'm saying? They were, like I said, writing this stuff down, and everything he's saying is valuable. So like they writing this stuff down and they just learn as they go.
Yeah.
So to us as fans, whenever number 40 on the field, the defense just looks different. You know, there's just something different about the defense. As a player on the defense, do y'all feel something different when he on the field? Do y'all feel like a different energy or something that he brings to the defense when he
It's
out there?
Perk's just a baller, you know. He's just a football player, you know what I'm saying? He just know how to just do what he has to do to get his job done. You know, like on the sack he had, they thought he had Dart had broke the chain.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't break the chain for Perk, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? He just go out there. He's like the feeling that I think everyone gets the feeling like once a couple drives is out the way, you know what I'm saying? We ready to ball. So regardless of who on the field, we are ready to ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So, and I was listening to Brandon Taylor after the Ole Miss game. They do a show. You know who Brandon Taylor is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Played with Honey Badger his freshman year, and he always said that they was a fan of Honey Badger as a freshman just because of the intensity he brought. You know, and he said Harold Perkins kind of remind him of that. Do y'all kind of get that same vibe?
Right. No, Harold is quiet.
Yeah. Okay.
But when he get the hitting folks, that's when you start to hear Perk like, yeah, like, but other than that, bro, Perk is quiet.
Yeah. He got to switch.
Yeah. You
Nice.
just gotta switch. Like I guess when we get on that field, like that switch just come on, like, and you see it, y'all get to see our energy, but y'all don't see the Perk in the locker room. Just keep his headphones on, don't say nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like real cool dude. You know what I'm saying. Like he been one of my favorite guys since he got here. You know what I'm saying. So that's my guy.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Love it.
Tank. So I know that y'all are tight. You can see the bond on the team, you know, on the sideline, you know, pregame and stuff. Is this the closest that the team has been since, I guess, since you got there?
Yeah, because like now it's like, you know what I'm saying, people don't even know this, but like me and Charles were going against each other since I was like a sophomore in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's I've been going against Cardell since I was a junior in high school. Like it's you know what I'm saying, it's such a bond there with all us. Like, you know what I'm saying, like we feel it. You know what I'm saying, like this is the closest team, like because like we've known each other for so long. You know what I'm saying, so like, and you ain't got no choice to go out there and fight for your brother. You know what I'm saying, so I think every, not even like we get strong. I think this is the strongest we've ever been.
All right. Yeah. Tank, let me ask you this, because this comes from Big Pressure. Lamar Williams says, Tank, how has that Smoke Bayou food been after the home games?
Bro, like this is so I remember Marcus called me and was like, what you doing? I'm like, chilling, like we finna go to Smoke. And I'm like, go to Smoke? Like, what is that? Like, I ain't never heard of that place. Like Smoke Bayou? And they was like, I was like, I ain't never heard of that. So I pulled up, like that's the best barbecue I've had in Louisiana. Like real.
Oh yeah.
Like one day, like in the spring, like he brought us a rib. So I put a slab in the refrigerator, put it in the air fryer, rib still fall off the bone 2 days later.
Okay.
Like that's how legit
I'm gonna have to go
he is.
try.
So, he legit, like for real. Then if you go on his page, like a full-time character, like he really funny. He real cool dude, like real cool dude. So I do enjoy eating Smoke Bayou after the game.
I'm gonna try because I heard a lot of stuff about Blue Stove chicken. Whenever I tried it, I wasn't that impressed.
Oh my god, bro! You wasn't impressed?
No. What? You know we got Southern Fried back home. I like Southern Fried. Southern Fried good when it's fresh.
Southern Fried, Southern Classic.
Southern Classic.
What is Southern Classic? Like,
see, the thing about it is, so I'm originally from Shreveport, so like the Southern Classic in Shreveport
is way
better.
Yeah,
Southern Classic in Alexandria, bro.
Anywhere else. Yeah,
for real. Like they ain't even coming close. But Blue Stove like blowing Southern Classic out the water, for real.
I'm gonna give him
not on the size. I mean, you do get smaller wings, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Blue Stove legit.
All right.
Let me ask you this. We'll go back to football real quick.
Hold on, before you do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Big Pressure, Smoke Bayou, you need to holler at us.
For real though.
Facts. Facts. But I want to bring it back to last Saturday. All right, so that was, you know, obviously the Tennessee game was a big game, but to me, that game versus Ole Miss kind of felt like the LSU of old that we all remember. You know, Tiger Stadium being Tiger Stadium, you know, top 10 win against, you know, an undefeated team. Did that game feel different to y'all any, or did it just feel like another Saturday?
Bro, I think the way we just approach it, like every game is big for us. So you know what I'm saying. I think we approach every game the same because like it's so intense. Like we not trying to lose, like not like even if we wasn't trying to lose, like to the very last second, I thought we were still gonna win. So like I think every week, like we just what I'm saying, we just keep that bond together. Like it's just crazy. Like you would expect a team like that to turn on each other, but like ain't no finger pointing, ain't no he doing this, I'm doing like like we a team. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just been like a really good year. This team wise.
Right, Tank. How did you guys view the Ole Miss run game last week? Did y'all like kind of challenge yourselves? Because I want to say they probably had the
They was like 400 the week before. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't going. We wasn't going. Like that was the mentality. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Mississippi State. Like when they first rolled through here, through 600 yards. Yeah. Somebody gonna remind us about that. We won't take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah.
So like we knew about the 400-yard game the week before, and we was like, nah, we ain't going for that.
Right. Yeah. Love it. Love it.
So Tank, so I know we talked, saying prior to the show starting. As fans,
funny, bro.
As fans, we hear all the negativity, we hear all the craziness, the people kind of getting on y'all. How much of that actually does, get to y'all as far as like, do y'all see that, or a lot of times y'all don't even see it, or how is it?
I mean, we see it. Everybody sees it. But at the end of the day, like I said, we such a good team. Like we just make jokes about it. Like it's funny.
Gotcha.
Like you know what I'm saying. You feel like that now. Next week we're gonna fix that and see how you feel after that.
Yeah.
Listen, I keep so a lot of people have said that y'all's generation is soft, because of different stuff. I'm of the mindset it's completely it's a different kind of strength because y'all are jumped on. It's not like so when
you can't escape it like you used to could.
When we were growing up, people might talk trash about us in the newspaper, and you see it, and it's 24/7, and it can come from anywhere, on social media. So, hey, that mental fortitude is big, man. It's big. So.
Yeah. Speaking of, you can say this now, but you ain't gonna be saying this a little later. As the defense, how does it feel looking at the offense? Find their rhythm, find their groove, and Jaden, doing what everybody thought he was capable of doing when he get here, and kind of looking like what we all expected they would look like, putting up points the way they've been putting up.
Bro, it feels like when as a defense, knowing that when we get this stop, offense gonna go score. Ain't no questions about it. It feels amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like we just and then like the thing about it is like I didn't even know the score till the game was over. Like I was like, damn, like you know what I'm saying? We just been out here playing. And like you know
just having
we
fun.
Put up 40. Yeah. And like it was was it like 3 to 20 something?
17-3.
Yeah, it was 17-3, and then y'all went on a 42.
The run we went on. What was the
42-3.
Oh, 42-3. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even know we won a 42-3 run.
Right.
Like it's like
so when
crazy.
So when y'all down by it's 3-17, what you thinking?
We don't.
What are
blink.
your thoughts in that? Y'all don't blink.
We don't blink. Like even when we was in what was it? Auburn did not blink. Florida did not blink.
Right.
I mean,
I love that.
Just next
so 4 quarters in the game.
Right. So where that come from, Tank? Like that don't blink mentality. Is that practice? I mean, is that something you're born with? Like what is it?
It's like what Coach Kelly says, it's a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We don't blink. We ain't finna do no finger pointings. We finna get this right.
Yeah.
So we gonna make these adjustments. And once we make these adjustments, over.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so Tank, we ain't gonna hold you long. We brought up about the Wakanda. I mean, Black Panther coming out. We've seen Makai have a dominating, game on that front. Are you surprised at how he's played, given how bad his Marvel takes are?
No, you know what I'm saying? When we first signed him, I was like, damn, you got to be tackle. All right. He's 6 foot, but like I'm looking at the film, he ain't 6 foot.
Like big.
But you know what I'm saying? But like this dude can ball. He plays way bigger than what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like he can play in the inside, he can play on the outside. Like Like he's really like, a complete D tackle to say, like for his size, you know what I'm saying? Because most colleges not looking for a D tackle that's small, but he puts it on tape. And that's what he really lived by, putting it on tape.
Right.
That's how he shut everybody up.
Right. And I got to give kudos to the 3 interior linemen, period. We're talking about it before the show, Tank, and I've never seen a 3-man interior line rotation ever. And to say you guys play the entire game, that's impressive. And whenever it comes to conditioning, kudos to y'all, man. And y'all balling this season. You know what I'm saying? You kicking butt. And look, what do you think about Alabama? Okay, we ain't gonna be able to talk to you next week. What's your thoughts on that? What you thought about that game?
They're a good team.
As far as we don't want you to say nothing that's crazy. But how are y'all looking? How are y'all looking at that game? Are y'all excited about the crowd? Like, what's up?
Yeah, we definitely. Well, I mean, not necessarily the crowd, but we're excited about just the game, because like it's been in their favor for so long. We feel like we can, turn the tides. I feel like it's gonna be a great game. You know what I'm saying? So.
Just next game on your schedule right now, huh?
Really?
I love it.
Yeah, really just next game on the schedule.
All right. Well, Tank, again, we appreciate you coming on, chatting it up with us, chopping it up with us. As always, best wishes. We know you're going to do your thing out there. And we look forward to the next time we talk with you.
Yes, sir. Stay safe out there, bro. Yes, sir.
Yeah, have a good one, bro.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our guy, Mr. Tank Guillory. All right. We go ahead and roll to the next one. Coming up
to the next.
One after the next.
Coming up to the next. Somebody who can talk a little bit more about inside, some inside stuff.
Look at that swag.
Dilly, there's staff writing. We can say it now. Staff writing for 247.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Golden Boot. What's good, Dilly?
What's up? Hello.
Flex on
What's going on, guys? What's going on? It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, it has, man. Dilly, what's good with you, man? How you been?
Been great. I've already broke even on my bets tonight. Shout out Leonard Fournette, first touchdown score. Check. So can't go any wrong. It's been bye week, but I've been having a really busy week of school. So I'm ready for it to be over. I'm ready to get back into just getting ready for a football game.
Yeah, man.
Heard that. How's 247 treating you, man?
Awesome. It's been so much fun. Been a great opportunity. Great. Ready to get. This is really whenever recruiting is about to bump up. So it's been fun talking to the recruits, seeing what they think about the program, seeing just the excitement around LSU. Not even just this year and how good they've been, but how good it's going to be for the next couple of years.
All right, y'all give me a second. My boss, I got to go feed my boss. Give me 1 second.
Hey, Dilly, I got a quick question for you, Dilly. So, it seems like you are growing a name and a brand for yourself, amongst the LSU community as a sports writer. Right. That's what you want, right? But I mean, tell us, how does that feel? To finally be getting the recognition that you deserve.
Oh man, it's been awesome. Put in a lot of work. So to see it coming back is awesome, and just being able to get good feedback on everything I've been doing it 24/7 has been awesome. And it's just great to be a part of something and have people look to my opinion on things, and it's really a pleasure. And hey, not to discount y'all doing big things. So proud of y'all as well.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it. So since recruiting starting to heat up a little bit, we mentioned it a little earlier. Christian Braithwaite, the linebacker from Texas, LSU got him the other day. Do you think that there'll be any more recruits soon, or do you think it's going to be closer to a signing day before they get some more commits?
I don't know about soon. There's a 2024 prospect who is rumored that people think that he could be saying something towards the end of this month, beginning of next month, but it could also be. So yeah, quarterback Julian Sayin, 5-star, is supposedly done with his recruiting and is done taking visits. And as far as I know, the last person that's going to see him is Joe Sloan. So I think with him, obviously that's a big name. Yeah. 5-star quarterback from the West Coast. Not really used to being in these kind of conversations, but I think, well, I'm not, obviously don't say like, oh, I think LSU got him. I think they're in as good of a position as they possibly could be with him right now. And so the expectations, it seems like it'll be down to him. It'll be down to us, LSU and Bama is what it sounds like. It'll be down for him. So expectations are towards the end of this month, early next month, but it could be any time between him. But, that's just one name that is, really exciting. The other name, I don't know when he's going to announce, but it sounds like LSU's in a really good spot with Javian Toviano. His recruitment's been really quiet. He's a quiet guy. He does not like to talk. He doesn't talk to anybody. But the feeling is that, again, LSU, we have a couple crystal balls on him to LSU, and that's what I think that's going to be. So some big names coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah. So we've seen one guy reclassify already. That was just a basketball thing, until Quinn Ewers did it, and then now we've seen one already this class, and possibly another guy reclassifying, and Colin Simmons. So, do you think this is a trend, or is these guys outliers?
I think the more people do it, the more it will become a trend. Especially with how it works right now with NIL. Yeah. The earlier you can get your money, you're gonna go get your money. So I mean, it depends, because also we've seen reclassifying backfire for a couple people, like Amani Bates in basketball. He was not ready. He got played. He did terribly, and is now I don't even know where he is right now. But his was a mess.
Eastern Michigan.
Yes, Eastern Michigan right now for Amani Bates. But so it'll see how it plays out for these football players. But I would not expect it to stop anytime soon, especially when there's money on the table.
This sounds like the whole early enrollee thing. It was used to be a 1 to 2 player thing, and now everybody's
it's like the early window is now the window, and then the late windows for the pickups,
the guys who got to get their grades up, or late bloomers and stuff like that, are the only people waiting until February.
Now, I have a quick question, Dilly. Like, whenever it comes to reclassification, what does that mean for people in layman's terms? What does that mean?
I still don't know everything about it, but basically, it's not easy to do. You have to not every school allows it, and you have to have you just have to have all of the credits. So you have to get everything done ahead of it. It doesn't mean you get to skip anything. Just like this guy put in the work. He's like, he put in the work. He got all of the credits he needed. So it's like, all right, well, now I'm just going to go now as opposed to next year. So it takes a lot of work, which honestly could be a little bit of a good factor. If you see somebody reclassifying, that means that they really, really wanted it. Yeah. And it's not just something that they're doing all willy-nilly.
Well, I will say this too. I think a lot of times that's contingent on them getting like that English credit, that senior English credit over the summer before they, before fall of college. So not like you say, not everybody is going to be able to do that. But I just wonder if it's one of those things to where kids are looking at the Quinn Ewers and being like, oh, it worked for him, and not looking at the ones that are, buried on the depth chart and aren't getting any playing time and kind of maybe hurt themselves by not getting that extra year of development and stuff like
you just said, the Bates guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Money Bates.
Yeah.
But just knowing how much of a freak athlete Colin Simmons is, I don't think it'll hurt him very much. Yeah. But Desmond Ricks.
There was a guy from Texas A&M in this class who reclassified.
Wasn't that the guy from Miami?
No, he was from Georgia, I believe.
Okay.
And he reclassified defensive lineman. He reclassified and went to Texas A&M in this class, and I haven't heard from him.
Well, that is all kinds of stuff happening over there. That might not even be a reclassification thing. That might just be
true. That's a fair point.
What's he doing in locker rooms before games?
So, are we going to talk about Jimbo suspending the guy who medically retired?
Listen, I don't know anything that's going on over there.
I haven't even heard about that.
Brian Harsin also apparently doesn't let people redshirt without a medical license. So there's a lot of weird stuff happening in the SEC.
Wow.
But yeah, so just while we're still on recruiting, I want to say, just talking to players, man, they are so excited. They love this staff. This staff has made an imprint on these kids, which is awesome. Every time talking to them, it's always, Joe Sloan, Cortez Hankton, and a bunch of these players are friends with each other. So yeah, people are just excited to get to Baton Rouge, which is an awesome thing.
Right.
Awesome thing.
Right. And it really is good to hear. I mean, all summer long, we heard about how we were behind in NIL and that, kids didn't want to come to LSU. And then we also had to hear during the season that players didn't like BK, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't want to play for BK. And now look, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to hear that we do have a good staff and we have a head coach who can form a perfect sentence. You understand? So love it.
Chill out, man.
While we're talking about NIL, talking about LSU being behind on NIL, there's a movie being filmed called The Mascot, and it is an actual movie producers, but it's about a kid who has a football scholarship to go to LSU, loses the scholarship, and then becomes Mike the Tiger.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a weird comedy thing. But while we're on the top of NIL, they're looking to give student athletes roles, which is a very unique NIL opportunity. So that's stuff like that. LSU is on the forefront of NIL and stuff like that. So yeah, they're trying to get student athletes roles in this film. That's about Mike the Tiger. It sounds, like an interesting movie. I'll put it that way. But, it is interesting that they're trying to give these student athletes roles, which is something you don't really see a lot.
Is Eddie Murphy in that movie by chance? That sounds very Dr. Dolittle-ish.
We lost him. I mean,
that's actually a dope.
That's a dope concept.
Wait, hold on. Is this put on by LSU students, or is this just a?
No. He said it's like a real but they can having it on campus, and you can actually have players in it and paying them.
Yeah, that's the dope concept to me. But
I do like that. But what is Peter gonna say about that?
What
Peter gonna say? It's not about the Tiger. It's about Mike the Tiger, the mascot.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like a real movie. It was supposed to be the director was Georgia's mascot. So they were going to go to Georgia, but Georgia didn't want it. There was too much red tape around it, apparently, which does make sense with NIL stuff and all these kind of things. But yeah, no, LSU's not putting it on. They're just allowing their brand to be used. So it's weird because you see movies like Pitch Perfect get filmed on LSU, but they have to use a different school. But LSU's all in this one.
Pitch Perfect is probably my favorite movie of all time.
That tracks.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
It was all. I like Pitch Perfect, and it's cool going on campus and seeing I know that player. That's from Pitch Perfect.
I watched that movie 15 times. Great movie.
Hey, I had a Herschel Walker joke when you said it was supposed to be filmed at Georgia. I'm not gonna do it on here though.
No, do it. Do it.
No, thank you.
It's gonna take us to the top.
No, I'm gonna move. But
the jokes write themselves. All you have to do is say his name.
I know. But Dilly, let me
expressed in the Golden Boot
there you go.
Are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions.
That's funny.
Dilly, let me ask you this. It's the bye week. We're going into Bama Hate Week. How has your confidence grown or whatever since, I guess since the last game or the last time we talked to you? Because I know, the outlook on what the schedule, the prediction may be, as far as record prediction was 7-5.
7-5 was my record prediction going into the season. And I think that now 7-5 would be very disappointing, which is, a good thing to say. So yeah, only winning the UAB game for the rest of the season would be awful. So 7-5, I'm hoping I'm very wrong. Hoping I'm very wrong. But in terms of Bama week, I think that there is reason to be excited. I know that I think Bama's favored by 16.5 right now. I would take LSU in the points. I don't know if I'd pick LSU outright to win right now. You might not want me to. I've been terrible at my picks. I picked LSU to beat Tennessee, lose. I picked them to lose to Ole Miss. It's been.
Say Bama.
I've been terrible
by
on my picks.
It's
Bama 14 right now.
Okay. But yeah, no,
no.
Hey, hold on.
I think
can we do a quick pause right quick? We got a superstar in the comment section.
Yeah, I was
Smoke
about to
Bayou.
do that. Hey, Smoke Bayou. They've been catering the LSU games or the locker room post game. What's up, Smoke Bayou? Glad to have y'all with us. Thank you for
and we're looking for sponsors.
By.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, if you want to come on, game day ribs, we'll take it.
I've never had Smoke Bayou. I'll have to go try some Smoke Bayou.
That man Tank said it's the best barbecue in the state. So I'm trying the next time I go to Baton Rouge. I don't know.
Tank would never lie. I'm in Baton Rouge every day, so maybe I'll have to pull through. Yeah. But just looking at the Bama game, I think it has a little bit with Bama not being maybe as good as people expected and LSU being better. So it's both sides.
Especially on the road.
Bama, is 130th out of 131 teams in penalties right now. A 6 p.m. Death Valley will only feed into that. We've been saying it since week 2, Bama will get it. Bama will get it together. They're going to be disciplined, but it hasn't. It's only gotten worse. Right. They are very undisciplined, this team, and I'm not saying it's a sign that the Saban era is over, but I think LSU has a chance to take advantage of that. The downside of that is LSU is also bottom 40 in the country in penalty, so they'll have to clean it up if they want that to be a real advantage for them.
Let me ask you a question. If LSU is bottom 40, where is Bama? Because they've been awful.
Bama's. I said they're 130th out of 131.
Okay,
they're 130th, the 131 in penalties, which is not good by my calculations. So
no.
Let me ask you this: when you look at that Bama team and you look at their weapons, obviously Gibbs is amazing, but
he's a dog.
Other than him, who scares you on their skill positions?
I mean, Jermaine Burton scares me, but that's just off the field. They don't really have anyone that strikes fear into your heart, which is, I think Jonathan Mingo last week was scarier than any of their receivers, and LSU did, Jackson Dart did miss him a couple of times. So I think with Major Burns back, I do think probably, I don't know, this is just me thinking about Bama. Bama should be better than at wideout than LSU is in the secondary, but it really hasn't been like that this year. So no one immediately that's like, oh, wow, I really can't see LSU guarding them.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm reading the comments.
I'm with you on that. I feel the same way. Honestly, I feel like Tennessee, Ole Miss, and honestly, Florida. They had two running backs that scared me compared to just Gill. I feel like all of them have just as good, if not better, weapons than Alabama does.
I think. Listen, this might be a hot take. I think Florida State had a better a run threat than what we may see in Bama, just simply because it's you had multiple guys versus
but Gibbs is a different animal by itself.
Gibbs is different, but
he's by himself.
But
he has been stopped.
They had Ward and some other guys, so I get what you're saying.
I will say, like, Quinshon Judkins by himself has been a beast, but with that's with Zach Evans. Exactly. So that's having the duo, having the change of pace. Jahmyr Gibbs by himself, LSU. I mean, Mekhi Wingo. Every time I tell someone this, they lose their mind. But Mekhi Wingo is, I think, the second highest graded run defender in the country, or something like that, or at least in Power 5. He's a dog. He's awesome. The defensive front's really, really good. So I think that they've proven to not let the run game kill them now. Judkins also did have a really good day last week, but it wasn't enough to like win the game.
Yeah. Look, I'll tell you like this. I know we're talking about Alabama's specialty guys, wide receivers, running backs, offensive line. They still have Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to go to sleep on that guy. That kid is, in my opinion, the best quarterback playing college football right now. And this is the first time I've heard someone say this. I don't know if it was AYS or someone else, but literally Bryce Young is carrying this Alabama team. It's not so much Nick Saban. As you can see with the penalties, he's kind of dropped off a little bit.
Carter.
Yeah. Okay, Carter. Man, like, he's great. You know what I'm saying? And we have to put respect there. So I'm gonna be a little humble on it. You know what I'm saying? I think Alabama is still going Alabama. I think we have a great team also, and they can be beat. But the way I put it, it's not really on LSU's defense to win the game. It's LSU's offense. They have to carry over. I feel like LSU's defense is good enough to get stops on this Alabama team. Not every drive. You can't expect him that. Maybe half the drives should be good enough if the LSU offense can carry over what they wanted. And oh Lord, is this going to be a test for Will Campbell and Emory Jones? Right. Will Anderson has had an off year, but last year was one of the greatest college football players I've ever seen. And so we know that he still has that in him. And Dallas Turner's no slouch either across from him. They haven't had like the record-setting year that people thought they were going to. They're still very, very talented. Right.
I'll add to that and say that Turner is going to be a huge game for him because Jaheim Oateson in the middle is going to be a handful.
That's what I was just about to say. That kid in itself, he doesn't get enough credit. Just like our guy, Mekhi Wingo, Bama's interior defensive linemen are really good. They're really good. Charles Turner gonna have to step it up.
He's played well though. I'll give him his credit. He's played well.
Yeah, he's gotten very well.
Yeah, if he continues to play at the level he's played at, I'll be confident that he can hold his own. But
this game is on the offense, and on that, give credit to where it's due. Jaden Daniels. I probably said it last time whenever I was here, but people need to put respect on his name.
Yeah.
And I think it's only been proven since then. The whole conversation was, by this point of the season, it wasn't if, it was when Garrett Nussmeier takes over for a lot of people. And the answer is not while Jaden Daniels is on the team. Yeah. Jaden Daniels has been awesome, and he's only gotten better week to week to week to week to week.
Y'all see that? Rev came through. He says Alabama is overrated and LSU will compete. I start that before the season. He stated that before the season started. And he has
go check on your daddy, because that's the first nice thing he said about LSU all year.
Hey, go back to the other side. All right, go back. You know what I'm saying? We need that energy to say.
No, but I will say this because I asked that question. About the confidence and going into this week. This is probably, outside of 2019, this is the most confident I've been about LSU being able to beat Bama since 2011.
Yeah.
That is not a high bar, probably.
Yeah, I mean, because there have been years I've been like, we can beat them. We can beat, like, this year's like, Yeah,
LSU competed last year.
Yeah, every year,
and that team was bad.
I was not even going to watch that game
2018. 2018, I was one of those. If Devin White would have played the whole game, we would have. That was me.
Yeah,
So,
I said that. I came to reality real quick.
Exactly. But
now we need Harold Perkins to play the whole game.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
I've been saying that.
But well, this is the type of game for him. But I'm confident, but at the same time, I feel like it seems like Saban always saves someone for LSU. Yep. Someone always has a breakout game.
He throws a breakout screen pass.
TJ Yeldon.
Yeah, they have a breakout game, like somebody that you've never heard of before.
Was supposed to get Kirkwood or whatever in the national championship.
Yeah, it's always somebody like, and so I'm worried that it's gonna be, Shaz Preston or somebody like that. We're not even really
somebody
expecting.
Right.
Not necessarily a Louisiana kid, but like I don't know if JoJo Earl's healthy, but somebody like that we're not really accounting for, who hasn't really done anything all season, and then they're gonna make a big play, and that's gonna change the game. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I just got that. I got that PTSD from playing Saban, dog. That something's gonna happen.
We see it.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna get the best that Saban has to offer. But Saban's going to get the best Brian Kelly has to offer. This coaching staff, I think, has done a fantastic job of making adjustments.
There you go.
When needed, and now they have 2 weeks to get ready for a game. And let's put it on Twitter. Brian Kelly is 15-3 coming off of bye weeks in his career. He likes the opportunity to take a step back and take a look over the team, see what's going to happen. So I think, there's reason to be confident. I don't think overconfident maybe yet, but this game's winnable for LSU. Right. And the crazy fact is we could be looking at an LSU-Tennessee rematch in the SEC championship, which is something, if you told someone as soon as the clock ran out in the Tennessee game that LSU was about to see him again, I think they'd laugh at you.
That's it. Hey, go ahead. Well, think about it like this too. This is the best coach we've had in the Nick Saban era at Alabama.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Finish point.
Well, no, I also believe this may be one of the best coaching staffs whenever it comes to adjustments. Besides the outline to Aranda, his adjustments were second to none. But Matt House,
this is a good point.
Yeah, I mean these they're doing really good.
Well, my thing is I've since they started giving both teams the bye before the Bama game, I've always hated that because I always felt like Bama had the advantage in that because their staff was so much better at game planning and preparation and stuff like that. This is the first year where I felt like we're gonna be okay coming out of the bye, and we're gonna
be prepared.
We're not gonna be totally out schemed coming out of the bye. This is the first time I felt that way.
So that leads to the question, because that was actually one of the questions I took it out because I felt like it was kind of redundant for this question. Would you prefer to play Bama early in the season or late?
This is perfect.
I like this time. I just wish that they would get rid of the bye. Well, you can do the bye. Like, just not every year. Like, don't give us the bye before this game every year. You know what I mean? Like, to try to build up that. I don't like that. Like, it was cool whenever it was whoever wins
game of the century every.
Yeah, exactly. But now it's played out, bro.
Yeah. So
I wonder if the students are gonna storm the field again.
Exactly.
Hey, they better have their head on the swivel.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, they stormed the field again. I think it's a $500,000 fine this time.
I was from a source that is responsible for paying that. Quote saying, "I hope they storm the field again." So
hey, listen,
they don't get. They got bags. bags.
Okay.
Don't ask them to pay for a new library. And everything will be good.
Come on, Dilly.
Hey, I'll be petty for that my entire life. I go to that school. I have to use that terrible library where the study rooms look like murder scenes.
Oh wow,
it's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
I'll say this: if LSU beat Bama, storm the field gonna be the last thing. Listen, I might play Nick. I might go buy a piccolo or something and come down there and play Nick by myself.
This boy,
Dude,
Piccolo.
I do want to say this about the Ole Miss storming the field, because a lot of people are like, oh, you don't storm the field against Ole Miss. The players were egging it on. The players were telling people to come. The players wanted it. Talking to the recruits after, the recruits loved it.
You should ask. Yeah.
So like,
it wasn't even a storming for real.
Yeah, it really was. It really wasn't.
It was really just like
couple
half
of
the
people.
student section that jumped
Because
in.
everybody else had left.
Playing Nick on the jazz.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was. It was fun though. Being down there, it was fun.
So did you storm the field?
I was already down there.
Okay.
But my thing is, I think like you gotta look at it like this, man. The last 2 years for these students, they ain't had much to cheer for, dog. You know what I mean?
No.
We already got more wins now than we did in 2020, and the same that you had last year.
Exactly.
You got you went through COVID. Most of these juniors have never seen a good football season. Most of the COVID year you couldn't go to the games, which that was a waste of a year. Then the team was terrible. No one wanted to go anyway, but people still showed up. People still showed up whenever the team was bad, which is the crazy thing. And then they've shown up consistently for basketball, women's basketball. And now this is the first, the game is, it's not about who you beat. It's about being in the conversation, which is, and it's just an exciting moment. Let people have fun, and LSU can afford the fine.
Right. Yeah.
Did y'all see what the Tiger Athletic Fund tweeted out after the game?
Yeah, we'll figure out how to do it. Pay.
Yeah, we can figure out we'll figure out how to pay for it. Which of course jab at Tennessee, but
So let me ask this: in Kelly's first year, if he beats Bama, is this his greatest accomplishment over his career?
No. I don't think so, because Bama's already lost this year.
Yeah, I don't think so neither, because the man's played for a national championship.
Yeah, he got to win it.
He didn't win it.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. Right.
There's only 7 or 8 coaches that are active that have even played for a natty, dog. So
I think he gets major brownie points and kudo points for beating Nick Saban in year 1.
Do you know how much we're gonna have to run back that eating crow? We're gonna have to run that back again if we beat Bama.
If Saban beats Bama, I said coming into the season, Brian Kelly needs to win 2 of the 4 against Sam Pittman, Lane Kiffin, Billy Napier. I said he had to beat Billy Napier. He couldn't lose to Billy Napier week 1. That would have been so toxic. Right. And then I threw Nick Saban in there. It's a possibility. Brian Kelly's been really, really impressive so far. I think we can definitively say, I'll say it, definitive statement, Brian Kelly does fit at LSU. Shocker. Winning football produces a fit, not eating gumbo and, being stupid.
And shaft everywhere.
It's not about being from Louisiana. It's about winning football, to create a winning culture at LSU. That's all that matters. So Brian Kelly fits. Him and his family are doing great.
If I'm not mistaken, 3 of the 4 national championship winning coaches at LSU weren't from Louisiana.
Yep. It's and really
they weren't even from the South. So
I don't know. People react. I do think winning the SEC
58.
Dietzel,
yeah, I'll go with that. I have no clue.
I think that's
oh my gosh,
I was 40 years before I was born. I had no clue.
Did you see that about Tom Brady to Mike Evans? That was in the bread basket.
Yeah, that was a nice.
Did he drop it?
No, he actually caught it this time.
Yeah, nice.
I wonder if he's going to get another autograph after the game.
I know.
Hey, no, they was
Heck
just
is that?
they was just two Texas A&M alums trying to pass along a phone number for golf lessons, man.
Sure.
Paul Diesel. That's his name.
Paul Dietzel.
Paul Diesel. Yes.
He's,
Where was he from?
I'm looking that up now.
Arkansas.
Something else I wanted to bring up while I'm here. I've been going
Fremont, Ohio. Sorry about that. But yeah.
Another northern.
Crazy.
I've been to I'd say about 6 or 7 high school games this year. Mm-hmm. I've seen Eli Holstein play, and I've seen multiple times, and I've seen Ricky Collins play a bunch. Mm-hmm. And there's one quarterback who has severely let me down, and one quarterback who has really, 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 really impressed me. And Ricky Collins looks incredible. He's so much fun. He looks like a brand new quarterback. I think having Marcus Randall has done wonders for him. He looks so much more decisive, so much more comfortable throwing the ball, and he is looking to throw. But whenever he runs, he is a really good runner. I think he would fit really, really well into this offense, and I really think at some point he's gonna challenge for playing time at LSU, and it's gonna be really fun when he does.
Is that kind of because a lot of people have talked about the record, saying Woodlawn has not looked good this year because of
that's not his
line.
fault.
Yeah, I know it's things. Yeah, things outside of his control, which sounds eerily familiar, but it's just to hear you say that it's refreshing because some people have said, how did we make a mistake going after Ricky and not pushing for Eli?
Eli didn't want to come here though. Right?
I get it, but
Eli, I saw him when he got hurt, and I saw him in his first game back. Eli I think he has all the physical tools,
right? Just
in terms of the classic quarterback, but he just really doesn't impress me when they're throwing the ball, or he doesn't really make any wow plays, which I feel like in high school you should be making wow plays because you're supposed to be so much better than anybody else on that field, and he really doesn't. He's been outshined whenever I've watched him play, and Ricky makes some of the craziest throws I've ever seen. He throws on the run really well, and it's about how they act whenever they are not playing quarterback. And there's two different attitudes. And I'll stick talking about Ricky. Ricky is a huge competitor, is always screaming, hyping up his teammates, trying to hype up the crowd. He is always at 100 during the game. And it's really fun to see. And even after they lose a game, like he lost last time, they lost last time on the last second touchdown to Shelton Sampson. Mm-hmm. They lost, and he was still jumping around, screaming, talking and, being really energetic and hyping up his teammates and saying, just being a good leader. He's a really, really good leader from what I've seen. So everything I've seen from Ricky, LSU did not make a mistake. I think he is really, really talented.
All right. So, let me ask you this, Dilly. I'm going to come back to current roster.
Yeah.
Looks like Major Burns is set to make a return. Also, I've been hearing rumors that Jack Bech may be coming back as well for the Bama game. Of course, getting healthy at the right time. But my question is, with the way this defense has been looking, it's a good problem. But where do you put Major Burns?
Back at safety, and just have him play on passing downs, have Joe Fouché play on running downs. I think it's clear. I think Joe Fouché had a really good game back, a really, really good bounce back game. I think he performed really poorly until he came back until he had that bounce back performance against Ole Miss. And I do think that he is still poised to be a threat in the run game, but I think Major Burns helps your coverage so much more.
And also
than he does. Yeah, just the speed. Yeah, Fouché had a great game back, but I was harsh on him for the first couple games back. I think he he wasn't looking up to speed, but he obviously knocked that rust off, and his performance against Ole Miss makes you feel better. But you still put Major Brents out there in coverage.
You keep 5 on the field though. Jay Ward on the field, huh?
At all times.
Don't take.
Yeah, I think. Out. Yeah, no. Well, 40. Okay, so the issue with 40 that we've been told is that, and it is true, linebackers in Matt House's system have a ton of responsibility and have to know a lot, which is also kind of the issue with Mike Jones, is picking up on all those responsibilities. They have to call plays. They have to know everything that goes in the defense. That's what linebackers do in Matt House's defense. So that is why Harold Perkins has not been on the field as much, is that he can't do all of that yet. It's the mental side of the game that has kept him off the field and made it harder to find a role for him. But they also, at the same point, know they have to get him on the field in any situation because he is a game wrecker. So it's a little bit of them trying to balance that out.
That's why it's even more impressive the season that Baskerville is having. The fact that this kid has had 4 different defensive coordinators in the last 4 years. I mean, and what he's doing and all the adjustments that he's had to make as a player, kudos to him.
Well, this system is perfect. This system is perfect for him, though, bro.
Yeah,
it lets him run downhill, attacking,
use
use all his tools.
Yep.
It's I think Baskerville has locked down a spot, and I think it's him and Greg Penn have been pretty good. And I think you've found your role that, and they'll still get Mike Jones in on plays, but it's just not. His role isn't what they thought it was going to be going into the season. Yeah, and talking to Mike Basket, we've gotten to talk to Mike a couple of times now after games and like post game and during the interviews. He, he's a leader. You can tell people really respect him, and it's a good thing to see. Have him have this year, especially because he had a really rough spring.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So Dilly, let me switch it up a little bit. Switch it over to basketball. Kim Mulkey, she got a big commit this week with the number one big in the nation to commit. We all know the other issues, but is Kim Mulkey? I guess I don't even know if you can say silently. Is she building a powerhouse?
Yes. If you look at who she's brought in, it's not silent at all. She is building a dynasty. In my opinion, they will bring in that. Kim Mulkey will bring a national championship to LSU, probably within the next 4 years, if I had to guess.
I say within the next.
That whole staff is awesome. Gary Reedus, who's a new addition, he's been awesome. She has a really good staff and a really fun team this year. I forgot her name, but one of the new players almost beat Adam Miller in a 3-point contest on campus. She lost by 1. And, Flauge is going to be super fun to watch. She had a concert at LSU during the basketball event. She's an awesome rapper. Hope she's as good of a basketball player. I assume she will be. I'm excited. I couldn't make the game tonight, the scrimmage or whatever, but I'm going to be making it to a ton of games this year. I'm super excited. But yeah, Mulkey is going to build something special at LSU.
Nobody has even said the name yet, bro. Michaela Williams.
I know.
Michaela Williams.
That's who is I was going to center around, in my opinion. That's her cornerstone for her dynasty. Or, for the next 4 or 5 years right there is Michaela Williams.
But even Angel Reese is the type of player, getting that type of player, you're like, oh, yeah, it's going to be different down here.
Exactly.
Right. And then I watched a video of Mulkey and her team the other day, and the assistant coach, I can't think of the gentleman's name, but they were just saying how the players were saying how Mulkey's system is just so fun to play in. And, they just feel like they're playing rec basketball. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's good to hear also.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of new players, but I see them around campus. They're all hanging out. They're close.
Yeah.
it's going to be super, super fun. I think even men's basketball is going to be better than I think we expected.
That was next. So
I think even then, they're looking good. They're looking fun. Having Adam Miller back is going to be huge. But it's a good time to be an LSU sports fan. I've watched a couple of the baseball practices, the baseball team. Tommy White, slugger. Dylan Cruz looks as much of it like an MLB player as he ever has.
I mean, does Scott Woodward get his extension?
He already got it.
He already got it.
I mean, does he get another one after that one?
He just got one like 3 days ago.
I know.
Probably.
Right.
Scott Woodward has put Joe Oliva to shame.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not hard to do. But what are your expectations for both basketball programs, for next season? Like, do you for Kim, obviously she made it to the second round this year. I think we all would assume that that's not going to be really acceptable this year. You need like at least an Elite Eight type of finish from her.
I would say Sweet 16.
Okay,
is where I'm looking at right now, because again, it is still a bunch of new pieces, and that's going to be like that until she gets her recruiting pieces in. But who she has brought in, really impressive. I mean, she brought in a player who beat them. She pulled a reverse KD with the Ohio State guard. It's gonna be fun. I think that team's gonna be good.
What about the men?
Men's? I have not seen enough of them in person to say if they're going to make the tournament. They should make I think making the tournament would be a good sign in Matt McMahon's first year. But I will say Matt McMahon cares a lot. He was out on campus handing out flyers for their events. He was in the student union. Meeting students. He was out there for a couple of hours, just getting the name out for the team. And he was out there with a couple of players, Adam Miller and Parker Edwards, the GOAT. So him being out there doing all DD bro type stuff was good to see. So I think Matt McMahon's been impressive just from whenever I've talked to him, and seeing the stuff he does around campus is cool.
Do you think that with the strength of the SEC in men's basketball that this roster can compete right away?
I think that they'll make noise. I don't know if they're going to win the SEC or be even be as good as the past couple years, but I think that they'll be in the conversation come the end of the season. I don't think that it's going to be like a dumpster fire. Just seeing how this team's put together, the coaching staff, the people that they brought over with them, I think they'll at least make noise and hopefully make the tournament.
Because my only concern is you got a lot of guys who played a lot of basketball, but they haven't necessarily played at this level. You got a lot of mid-majors, so to speak, transfers. So I just
mid-majors run college basketball.
Some of them, but Northwest. No disrespect, but Kendall Coleman's gonna be a beast, I think. But like Northwestern State is a lot different than playing in Rupp Arena. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my concern is, can they handle that jump of competition? Playing an SEC school, one game as a mid-major is one thing, but the in and out constant schedule of because if you look at their SEC schedule, they got a stretch where they got Arkansas at Kentucky, at Texas A&M, Florida, at Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, at Arkansas. That's like a gauntlet. You know what I mean? So I just want to know how the steady grind of a schedule is going to be for this team.
I think given what LSU basketball went through last year, having even the conversation of them being competitive is a good thing.
That's fair. 100% fair.
I think this is a better team than I expected it to be this year. I am not putting any pressure at all on Matt McMahon in year one. Just go out there and put out a product. He was put in a really, really tough spot, and I think he did well based on what he did to bring back a couple players. Was not expected at all. And then even having a couple good transfers. So I'm not putting any pressure on him to perform this year at all.
Yes. So we talked about, and you brought up men's basketball, women's basketball. You talked about the baseball team. You didn't say anything about the softball team.
You don't find that suspicious?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I feel like the softball team's peaked. at least where they're at right now.
Nah, I do hope Bill Torino gets it together, man. They
need some Oklahoma transfers.
They need. I don't know. I like Beth Torino and all, but they just have to get the job done at some point, and they just haven't been able to. What I will miss about softball is Will Wade screaming his head off at every game, which was fun to see.
My only question is Beth Torino job safe? Because that's the only hire really that Woodward hasn't made. So I just want to know if they have another season like they had and kind of underachieve, so to speak, how long of a leash she'll have.
You see, because they're never like bad enough to warrant a firing, but it's gotten to the point where you're like, well, are you gonna take that next step?
Yeah,
and we haven't really seen it.
Yeah, Wisconsin head football coach. He wasn't that bad, but at the same time, I mean, can we take
It's kind of been like, well, you have some really, really good players. Why aren't you making more noise?
Right. And honestly, and to your Oklahoma. Of course, you guys know I just moved back from Oklahoma, bro. They take that softball.
Oh, but bro, they're a powerhouse. Them UCLA, they're powerhouses, bro.
Yeah, they take it. It's different. It's different. Hopefully, we get there. LSU gets there.
Yeah. So, Dilly, as always, it's great having you on. But let me ask you this: World Series is coming up. Give me your pick.
Oh, Stros by 1,000,000. Stros in 4. Are you kidding me? Stros in 3 because they win the first 3 games so bad they decide not to play the fourth one.
Hey, what did you think about the Dodgers?
The Dodgers suck. I'm a diehard Astros fan. I've been my entire life. So the Dodgers suck. The Yankees suck. The Red Sox suck. Everyone sucks except for the Houston Astros. Best team.
Yeah, finally gonna win without trash cans.
Baseball runs through Houston.
Put him on the screen by themselves.
Finally finna win without trash cans.
How does it feel? How does it feel that baseball plays 162 games a year to find out who plays the Houston Astros in the World Series?
What happened last year?
Hey, I'm not saying they have to win every year, but they make it. They make it. They're good.
This is hilarious.
Cheating.
What about them trash cans though? Y'all ain't won one since then.
Oh, they've still dominated pretty much every team.
It doesn't matter if you don't win, right? It don't matter if you don't win, right?
Well, you got to make it to win, and the Houston's still been one of the best teams in baseball every year.
Let's see you win one without cheating.
Let's see. I think I do hope they get one for Dusty. I want to see Dusty.
I hope they lose.
I know you do. I want to see Dusty get one. And
have you? Did you ever play baseball growing up?
Yep.
Did you not cheat? Everyone cheats in baseball.
But y'all got caught.
So did half the league got caught, but everybody used Houston as a scapegoat.
No, y'all got caught.
What's your favorite team?
I'm a Dodgers fan. And that's
Dodgers fan. The Dodgers also cheated. Everyone at the top cheated.
We should have 4 rings right now if it wasn't for y'all and the Red Sox cheating asses.
Well, the Dodgers don't. So
because y'all
L nerd plus ratio.
Because y'all cheated.
Oh man.
How about those steroids?
How did it feel? How did it feel to be the best team, one of the best teams of all time in the regular season, and then lose immediately when it became popular?
You need to go watch the show from like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago because I went ham on Dave Roberts. Sorry ass.
Oh, Dave Roberts sucks.
Exactly.
Maybe y'all should try cheating. Maybe to win something. It feels good. I can tell you, it feels great to win the World Series. It don't matter how it happens.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying, bro.
Oh, wait, I have something for you.
Uh-oh. Go ahead. Let him know, Dilly.
This is a World Series baseball from 2017. What happened in 2017?
Y'all cheated.
Do you have a World Series baseball?
From 2020, I do. But no, we didn't have to cheat.
What about in 2017?
Y'all cheated. hey, let me ask you this. While we're here, though, while we're here, how about the Rockets?
Hey, best team in the league. They're fun. They're fun. They're bad. They're bad. But they're fun.
They're too.
They're fun to watch.
What's the guy that came over from OKC? Jalen Green, is that his name?
From OKC.
He didn't come from OKC. He was drafted.
No, he didn't. He was drafted.
Oh, he didn't. He was drafted by Houston.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's awesome.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I just remember last year I went to a game and I remember watching him. I thought it was OKC, but I went to the Houston game and watched him. That kid is great.
Nah.
Yes, he's.
They're gonna lose
tomato. I'm throwing tomatoes.
He's Jabari Smith and LSU legacy.
You're gonna
Jabari Smith Jr.
Enjoy losing 55 games this year.
Who's your favorite basketball team?
The Pelicans.
Between the Rockets and the Pelicans, only one team's beaten the Utah Jazz this year. So I mean, oh no, I'm just listen. I gotta hold on to something. Give me a Jazz W.
And you wanna know what's crazy? We're still gonna end up with better odds of getting Wembanyama.
That is very true. The Lakers suck.
The Lakers are so
listen,
terrible.
I root for the Pelicans. I want the Pelicans to do well. The Pelicans, the Rockets have.
I just had to get you on something since you talked about my Dodgers, so I had to go somewhere.
The Rockets and the Pelicans have common enemies. The Lakers, the Jazz.
Yes,
I hate the Jazz. The Spurs.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
Hate them.
I'm with you on that, bro.
I'm just so surprised this year that the Jazz are actually.
They'll regress. They'll regress.
Now, yeah. But right now,
they're just playing hard right now because they have a chip on their shoulder because everybody said they're gonna suck.
Right.
And they have the world's worst uniforms.
By Christmas, they'll be sucking.
As the season goes,
they'll be sucking.
Yeah.
Wait till they get smacked by like 30, and then they got a game the next night and then lose that by like 28.
Pause.
Yeah, okay. Then they're gonna be like, you know what? Maybe we do suck.
Right.
All right. That was fun.
That was fun. But I told you, you should have had them just on the screen going.
Go Phillies.
I liked it.
Shout out Aaron Nola.
What about Alex Bregman?
He cheated.
Shout out Alex.
He's the best player in LSU MLB history.
Hey, Aaron Nola for MVP World Series.
Yeah,
MVP.
I'm with it. Even though they would probably go to Bryce Harper, but I'm with it.
I mean,
I don't really.
I'll see you in 4 games.
I don't really like Bryce Harper, so like I'm really like stuck between a rock and a hard place. Pause. Like, I don't really have no team to root for in this, so I'm hoping all of
the cheaters are gone from 2017. Jose Altuve,
I'm saying one. He's the most annoying one.
Except by contrary belief, Jose Altuve didn't cheat that year. He's been proven that he didn't. He took the blame for himself because he didn't want it to go to the rest of his teammates. He did not cheat that year.
Yeah, because he had tattoos, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He didn't cheat that year.
Right.
I'm just gonna say it's been proven mathematically. Also, mathematically, the cheating didn't really help that much.
Right.
It's just something every team cheats. Every team in baseball cheats.
AJ Hinch feels otherwise.
Every team in sports cheats and gets as much. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. All right.
Exactly.
Astros may have gotten caught. Astros may have gotten caught, but it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be.
But y'all got caught.
But also, it obviously didn't matter because they've made 4 World Series in 6 years.
AJ Hinch.
How do we get back here?
Man, I'm just heated. I'm heated. You brought up a sore subject.
AJ Hinch. It's not that important, but AJ Hinch doesn't have a job right now because of it. And neither does the general manager. Right, but it's not that important.
Good.
Right. All right.
Hey, they didn't take the ring. It's just a piece of metal.
Hey, and by the way, you can't talk about the Dodgers. We gave y'all Alvarez.
Yeah, thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, so you're welcome.
Felt great.
The Dodgers still suck, though, right?
No, we don't suck. We gave them.
All right, Daniel, stop. I'm trying to get out of here.
Who's your baseball team?
I don't have one.
Exactly.
LSU.
I was about to say they suck. I was
Go
about to say
Tigers.
they suck, but you said LSU, so I can't say.
Yeah, you can't say nothing against that.
All right, Dilly, again, I appreciate you coming.
I got
Coming back. You don't have any music posters for us this time.
I didn't put them up. I'm sorry. They're over there.
Really?
They're over. I'll give it.
Dilly
I'll
one quick question.
ask me. Yeah, go ahead.
One quick question. Well, I'm sorry.
I'm the host now. Ask it.
Thank you, dog.
Hold on.
I love it. I love it. Hey, so real quick, you still listen to Kanye?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
I just wanted to ask that question.
Everyone, while we're on talking music, I have to give album of the year credits to Forever Story by Jid. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. It's album of the year. By far my favorite album of the year. So good.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna throw this out of left. Young Jeezy's new album with DJ Drama is tough. Also,
Shout out to DJ Drama.
Yeah, he dropped 4. Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's tough, dog. Hey, also shout out to Taylor Swift. She just came out with an album. And it goes kind of hard.
Shout out Taylor.
If we're gonna talk about people dropping albums, shout out to Rich Homie Quan because he dropped the album, and I don't know what Rich Homie Quan. I don't know what.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he dropped one. It ain't too bad neither, but he's still making music. So shout out to him. I thought he disappeared.
He just came out with a song a couple of weeks ago too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we can go now. Sorry.
It's just random. We're just randomly talking at this point.
Hey, Taylor Swift, bro.
Yeah, he lost me with that one.
All right,
bro, I'm a fan of music, bro. I like music in general. I don't care.
I'll give a shout out to Swift.
Good music, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so we got a new member of the show. Dilly will be replacing Daniel.
Hey, no, he already replaced you.
That's I'm the host.
He said,
thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming by the Golden Booth.
Hold on. They coming to see me.
Ain't nobody coming to see you.
Ain't nobody coming to see you.
I came for you.
Yeah.
Pause. Big pause.
Hey.
Big pause.
Unpause.
Hey, all right. That was Dilly. Hey, for real though, Dilly. Appreciate you coming, man. We look forward to having you back again. Hey,
anytime.
Dilly, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me at 247sports.com. LSU go 24/7 or on Twitter at Dilly Sanders, like the Bud Light commercial.
And you can catch him on the Golden Boot as our new host. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody got a blue check.
He do got a blue check.
Hey. I did have a tweet pop off. I got like a 40,000 like tweet.
Ooh. Oh, that boy went viral. What you do, man?
It was a joke about Halloween candy and Russell Wilson.
Go ahead, say it. What was it? What was the joke?
It's more of a visual joke. I was just gonna say, if y'all saw a tweet about Halloween candy in the Broncos game, it was me. It was about 40K. It was nice.
I like it.
Little numbers.
You getting any money off of that?
No, I did get the people in the DMs like, hey, put this affiliate link in. Like reply. I didn't do it. I'm not a sellout.
Let me ask you this: did that do bigger numbers? Did that do bigger numbers than your viral from the Auburn game last year picture?
Yes, it did. It was my most viral tweet. The other one was Eli Apple. It was an Eli Apple joke.
I figured it would have been the Lincoln Riley.
That didn't happen. That's been scrubbed from the internet. That didn't happen.
That didn't exist.
But no, it also still wouldn't have been as viral.
Yeah, that's I got you. No, that's that ultra stuff, whatever this.
Yeah.
MK Ultra, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our guy, Dilly Sanders. Dilly, we look forward to having you back again.
Hey, love to
anytime.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, Dilly Sanders on 24/7. All right.
Hey, what's funny? I was looking at his hat trying to make out who that was, and I just realized who it was.
From
Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. All right. I think we're gonna say some of this stuff, but I think one of them we kind of have to. So it's been some trades in the NFL. Eagles traded for Robert Quinn. The Eagles got Robert Quinn from the Bears.
Big trade.
They gonna be dangerous.
Eagles tough, dog.
And they got our first round pick. Thanks, Mr.
Loomis. Now also Kansas City today traded for Kadarius Toney.
Big.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because we talked about this last year.
Pick him up on my team right quick.
So, but yeah, that's big. I'm gonna save all the except for this. Dang, I meant to ask Dilly this one, but sneaky good game to watch in college football this week.
Oh, I gotta pull up the schedule. Hold on.
Let me pull that thing up.
Pause. Hey, Virginia Tech giving North Carolina State the business right now.
Utah. Oh, Ohio State versus Penn State.
Oh, that's not sneaky good.
That's not a sneaky good game.
It's not sneaky.
You got Oklahoma State.
That's not a sneaky game.
It's
either.
not sneaky good, bro.
Damn, come on.
We're not talking about top 25 matchups, man.
Oh, I'm talking about games I'm gonna watch. Oh, Jackson State and Southern.
That's not really a sneaky good game, but that is a good game. Very good game.
I'm gonna go with Pitt UNC.
Pitt UNC.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Struggle win bowl. Miami versus Virginia. No, I got one for real for you. And this was kind of a struggle one too. Arkansas at Auburn.
Yeah.
That's a good one. You got a lot of good games this weekend.
It is.
You know what?
A struggle bowl, Oklahoma versus Iowa State.
I saw that early. Yeah. I don't know who's going. Whoa.
What about
Ole
Miss Texas A&M too, though?
This game right here, no, they're not our sponsor, but this right here got to be the Gramco Bowl. You got Nebraska, you got Northwestern versus Iowa. Northwestern is 1-7.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa can't score.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a terrible game.
Wait, so hold on, Pooh. So you said Ole Miss is spanking Texas A&M?
Yes.
It's a blowout?
I think that's gonna be a blowout.
I don't think so.
Who the quarterback?
It's is it not Drinkwitz? Oh, what? Hold on, not
Drinkwitz.
That's the coach.
That's Missouri coach.
No,
hey, Dilly gave us.
Yes, he says Baylor, Texas Tech.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, that's gonna be.
That is gonna be a sneaky good one too.
But I don't think Ole Miss is that good, guys.
And Texas A&M is. They just lost to South Carolina.
I think it's gonna be a lot close. I think Aggies win.
But you said A&M wins though.
I do. I think they win.
I don't know about that, dog.
I think they win.
All right.
Vegas got Ole Miss by 1.5.
Yeah, on the road.
Yeah, in College Station. So I still think it's gonna be a blowout.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be a good one. We'll see.
All right, quick question. Pale. Well, it ain't even question. Pale's for real. Is it too early to make a prediction on how far they make it in the playoffs?
Oh, in the playoffs, yeah, that's too far because I got to see what everybody else in the West looking like. But I don't think that it's too early to say that if they stay relatively healthy, that they win 50 games this season.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I like the Pels. They fun to watch, and of course they got beat by Dallas the other night.
No, we didn't. We beat Dallas.
What team they lost to by a point? Okay, Utah. God dang it. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. All right. And yes, I have been drinking tequila out of a water bottle. It's okay. All right. But
they got meetings. They got meetings once a week about that. You need to go.
Yeah, I'm just joking. I have not. Somebody put that in the comment section. But I don't drink like that. But I will say I do like the Pels. I think they have a very deep team. Mm-hmm. And they're just fun to watch, bro. They really are.
You wasn't wrong on that. Good job, bro. That's a great basketball take from you, bro. I'm proud of you, dog.
Give me my props, man.
I'm proud. I just did.
I'm talking about Pooh Bear. I'm talking about Pooh. What's up?
That's very true. They are deep.
I literally did. See, remember we was talking about. I said, "Daniel, you don't listen."
Yeah, he don't. He don't.
Did I not just say? I said that was.
It wasn't loud enough. Yeah. No, I'm just playing.
But no, they You know, they showed that versus Dallas. Whenever you missing 3 starters and you still have 8 guys go for double digit scoring. I mean, that shows you right there that you're a deep team. Because honestly, that means on any given night you got 12 guys that can give you 10 at least.
Yeah.
And you got, for sure. And CJ had an off night and they still won. He only scored like 14 and he got like 7 of them in the fourth quarter. So you got a team like that. You got Zion who give you 20, B.I. give you 20, CJ give you 20, Val can give you 20, Herb can give you 15. I mean, that I can go on and on. They're a deep team and they're versatile. They can play big, they can play small, they can play 3-guard lineups. You know, they got so many different ways that they can, because they're so deep, they got so many ways that they can, attack you.
Right.
And defensively, they can match up so many different ways. So I think that it's fair to say that they're going to at least be a top 5 seed in the West and win about 50 games if they stay healthy.
That's it. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. And look, people are asking, how did your basketball knowledge, where do you get it from? Right. So parlays, guys, parlays. I'm actually starting to watch baseball. That's why I'm trying to make money.
What is?
Just let's end the show right now.
No, because I'm just saying, like, if you parlays like fantasy football, you know what I'm saying? You're watching different kind of teams. You're not just watching.
Oh, so you're saying you're actually keeping up with stuff now because you're betting. Okay,
yeah,
I get what you're saying. Yeah. But that ain't teach you basketball. You just keeping up with basketball.
No, I know basketball. Come on, man. I for sure give Pooh Bear 20 points. For sure, give Pooh 20. You look like your ankles don't move too fast. I get buckets on you too.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, Daniel. Don't let the smooth taste food.
Crazy boy.
Don't let the smooth taste food.
Hey, you know what? This was supposed
to be.
You
funny.
Hold on. Let me say something.
You funny.
This was supposed to be a poll and a topic, but Pooh Bear ducking it.
Actually, what I was doing is I'm saving it for Sunday so we can get, because you ain't got to. I'm gonna get the picture. I'm put it up, but I'll go ahead and preview everybody. Daniel says he's the best athlete or was the best athlete on the Golden Boot podcast.
Okay,
he was okay. We're gonna put the picture up and everything. And
what the picture got to do with it?
Daniel, do you not see that picture? Yeah, okay.
I don't even know what picture you're talking about.
All I'm gonna say
you showed that you think make you look so good as a.
All I'm gonna say is I ain't worried about that, Daniel. You would not give me buckets. You would not give me buckets, Daniel. I promise you.
Well, we gonna have to set up a day.
You don't want that,
and you gonna get
this problem. You don't. Do you hoop? Do you do?
Bro,
anything?
I hoop twice a week. I box 3 times a week. What you talking about?
Boxing ain't hooping. I don't care about that.
I'm an athlete.
Boxing ain't hooping, bro. I'm talking about hooping. I ain't talking about being an athlete. I'm talking about hooping.
I play ball 2 times a week. Yeah.
Okay. So ain't no excuses when all right, bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
Okay. Bet. Let's go. Hey, come to Reds in Lafayette. Let's go.
Well, I can come there. You can come up here to the rec. We can go. It don't matter, dog.
Let's go.
I tell you what, Daniel. I ain't hoop. I really ain't hoop since I left Iraq in 2011.
Boy, that's almost.
I would come out of retirement.
Boy, that's
kill you, dog.
That's 11 years, boy.
I'm gonna kill you, Daniel.
Embarrassment.
Oh my god!
You ain't ready, dog.
It don't even look like you can dribble with your left hand, dog.
You know, I'm just gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? I got a quick first step, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
And a slow rest of them.
And that's the only step that I was about to say. That's the only one that's quick.
Slow rest of them.
I like it,
boy.
Damn, you like. First of all, you like 5'6", so you know.
I ain't 5'6".
All right, hold up. Let me do this because I should have did it earlier. For those of y'all still with us, man, thank y'all. Y'all know we still on the quest to try to get 1K. Do us a favor, man. Go to YouTube and type in The Golden Boot. That's GEAUXLDEN. Or you can go to youtube.com and type in The Golden Boot. YouTube.com/The Golden Boot Pod. Once you get there, hit that subscribe button.
Hit that.
All right. Should have did that earlier, but hey, it's all good.
Thank you to our YouTube people for sticking with us. Facebook, you did.
Yeah.
But big up
to YouTube. This man said you can't dribble left-handed and you are left-handed.
Ryan, I'm you better keep your comments to yourself, Ryan. You better shut up, bro.
All right.
Hey, shout out to Ryan. That's my dog.
All
5'6", and he got 99 pounds. The biggest one is hey, all right, Xavier.
I already did with my what?
His alts, ALTS.
See,
I don't
exactly,
know,
right. Hey, Ryan, that's why you should be quiet right there.
All right. Well, when we get up out of here before we get canceled. Thank y'all for joining, man. And like that, we out. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe on Twitter at Golden Boot. On Instagram at Golden Boot. On YouTube at The Golden Boot Pod. On Facebook at The Golden Boot Pod.
Golden Boot!